Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Good Alchemy Podcast.
I'm Addi.
I'm Thad.
Oh, I'm Thad.
Oh, I'm Cooper.
There you go. You're just confusing people.
Oh, no.
Everybody's a new-time listener.
Nobody's
We have
listening.
no. You're gonna have long tail.
Eventually, people are going to listen to this and they're going to be texting like, I'm listening.
Yeah, but then they're not gonna know who is who.
But at this very second, nobody's listening.
It's fine.
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice, cool Saturday evening.
Yeah. You haven't been on in a while,
With my
Thad.
mic
I mean, we only had.
What's the last one you were on?
a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Troll
it's
Toll.
been like.
Troll Talk.
Yeah.
We did, right? Is that the last one?
Well, it's been like. It was like 3 weeks. Then we had a podcast last week, just me and Coop, and then you haven't been on in a while.
Yeah. Just working. Same as you.
Yeah, we've been working too much.
Same job.
Too much.
Working a whole bunch. But it's nice to be back. I like the podcast.
Yeah, it's nice. It's calm.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
It's nice. Just relax.
Talk about games.
Smooth jazz.
So what are we talking about?
Oh, same as always.
What? Skyrim?
Skyrim will definitely be mentioned at some point.
It just was.
Yeah, I tried to not
We'll
mention Skyrim
we'll bring
last
it up a
time,
little
and I
more in
fucked
detail
up.
later
Yeah.
on.
Of
Let me
course.
grab my computer here. Oh.
So you guys played more Hearthstone than me.
Well, yeah.
We discussed
in
my
a-
recent events with Hearthstone
We did?
last week.
Yeah, last week
I
you
don't
guys
even
talked about
remember.
it.
Okay.
I played it, got pissed off, and rage quit.
Yeah,
but-
as you do with most games.
Not really.
Oh, I have something to talk about, actually. This isn't video game related. So
What's
we can
that?
start it off with that.
Yeah.
I had a weird, I don't know. Maybe it won't be as weird when I say it, but it seemed very weird when it was happening.
Yeah.
A weird Girl Scout cookie.
What, you went to Ralph's too?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing.
Just
well, a lot.
one cookie?
Yeah.
Just got
Yeah.
just one cookie, please. No, so park my car, go into Ralph's.
Mm-hmm.
Little girls are going crazy, have signs,
Girl
cookies,
Scout
everything.
cookies, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get cookies
Yeah.
on my way back out because who doesn't like Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, they're delicious.
They're jumping around, like trying to get everyone's attention, like
Mhm.
all that stuff, like little girls do, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I walked up because I was gonna buy cookies.
Mm-hmm.
They immediately stopped what they were doing. Like they weren't like cookies, girls, cookies over here.
Yeah,
And, like
yeah.
one girl had a sign. She was jumping like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
in front of people holding a sign.
Yeah.
They just stopped and stared at me.
Did you buy cookies?
And immediately I'm like, this is very, very uncomfortable. And so I like looked at their parents and I was like, hi. And I was like, do you guys have Thin Mints? Because they weren't talking to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And the girl just was like, they're right there, and pointed to a box in front of her. And then they didn't do anything else.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, how much is it?
Yeah.
And she was like, $5. And just, they were all like motionless staring at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, do I look that creepy
Well-
that these little girls are scared of me? It's not, I handed her $5 and then I was like, can I take this box? Because
yeah.
she didn't give me a box. And she's like, yeah. And I grabbed it and walked away. And then like another one walked up and then they went back to being happy and everything. And I'm like, I must have done something wrong here.
Yeah, well, what were you wearing? Because I know you normally just wear just a thong to Ralph's.
Shut up. No, I was wearing, that was the other thing. Because, you know, like I do have tattoos and piercings,
Yeah.
which can probably throw some people off, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Like
but
younger
it's
kids.
California.
It's California, so they probably see weirder things than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wearing,
Weirder things than me.
I'm just saying, California, there's a lot of weird people out here,
No,
you know?
I get what you're saying.
So I was wearing like a hoodie,
Yeah.
so they couldn't see any of my tattoos, like
Okay.
long sleeves.
Yeah, yeah. Was the hood up?
No,
Did you look like a hooligan?
Were you wearing all black?
no. I was wearing a blue hoodie, black jeans.
Okay.
Like very normal weekend attire.
Yeah.
I had like a grocery bag. I had a cup of coffee. I got Starbucks, and I was
Yeah.
like, I want to get some cookies. And it was weird because when I walked by them, like when I was walking into Ralph's, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get cookies on the way back. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like thinking about the ones I want. Like I want Thin Mints. I want the peanut butter ones.
Yeah, all the
I
good
want
ones.
the little like coconut ring ones. I was like, these are going to be so good. But then since it was so awkward immediately, like, as soon as I walked up and they like went silent and stared at me, I wanted to walk away immediately.
Now, who sold-
But I was like, that would have been weirder than not getting something.
Well,
and I
and
didn't
the
know
parents just sat there the whole time and didn't be like,
Yeah.
guys, sell them the cookies.
Yeah, no, they just also were like very awkward. Like the parents were like, I was like, whoa. And I looked, like when I got in my car, I'm like, looked in the mirror, like, do
Yeah.
I like have like blood on my face? Like,
Yeah,
do I look
yeah.
like I just killed someone or something?
Yeah, horns growing out of your head.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I just look like I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, all right, I was really weird. But I only got the Thin Mints because I didn't know the name of the other cookies, and
Yeah.
the the exchange between us was already so awkward. I was
Yeah.
like, I just need to grab these cookies and leave.
Yeah.
And it was just I've never had an experience like that.
They lost a sale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got
You got
One
the
But,
cookies.
but you were gonna buy more.
I was gonna
Yeah.
buy more, and then it reminded me of the Rooster Teeth podcast. This was like, I don't know, like a year or more ago. Bernie had mentioned that like a grown man should never approach kids when like the grown man is by himself.
Yeah.
And they don't have kids or anything like that. And I thought of that when I got back in my car, and I'm like, well, I guess that's true, because that was very awkward, and I've never like, obviously, I don't hang out with kids,
Yeah. No.
and so that was just incredibly awkward for me today.
Yeah.
And I was like, man,
I'm proud of you because
Why-
I would never approach the Girl Scout like the tables they set up. I avoid them like the plague. Even if
What?
I want cookies, I will not stop to talk to those kids or their parents because I
almost got
hate them
cookies
so
to-
much.
What? Like,
For
they were
why?
just-
Why do you hate them?
Because they're out there just like trying to sell me shit. I hate when anybody's
but
trying
it's
to
little
sell me
girls
shit.
and cookies.
Yeah, but how else do they sell Girl Scout cookies?
I buy them through coworkers.
That's fair, but I don't. That
Even though that's like the worst way for them because those
Yeah.
Girl Scout
They
Yeah.
don't
are not
actually go and
learning
do anything.
like people
Yeah.
skills to sell stuff.
And maybe that was the
But
thing.
I will buy them through coworkers.
You might have been their first sale ever, and they just didn't know how to.
No, I wasn't, because when I was walking in, I saw them like selling to other people, but they seemed very normal to these other
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
But to me, it was very strange. So
Now-
I don't know if it was like, again, like I have like piercings and like big
Yeah,
holes in
yeah.
my ears and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it's
But
like,
it's California.
that's not the
They're all
weirdest
over the
thing you've
place.
seen
Yeah,
out here.
yeah.
I guarantee it. And their parents were weird. And like the only thing that the parents chimed in at was like, after I gave her the $5 and like she just stared and I was like, can I take this box? She said, yeah. I took it and I was like, all right, well, thanks. Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
good luck with your sales or whatever. I was trying to be like,
Yeah, let's do
like
something.
besides also standing there awkwardly.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thanks, like, all right, bye. And then I was walking away, and like the mom was like, say thank you back to him.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, oh, thanks. And I was like, what the hell?
Maybe they're
man?
just enamored at how beautiful you were.
Maybe.
You're
It was-
like you're young enough that they're like he's cute. What
No.
do I do?
No,
Yeah.
don't even.
Look at the giant
It
holes
was
in his
so
ears.
weird. I felt so awkward. And
Yeah.
like I said, I wanted to walk away as soon as I walked up, and they stopped like jumping around and like
Yeah,
saying
so you
cookies.
couldn't, yeah.
They all of them, and there were like 6 of them. It wasn't like just 2 girls. It was like 6 of them. They just stared at me, and I'm like, oh, I messed up. I did something wrong here.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I just want some freaking cookies.
Maybe your fly was unzipped.
Nah.
No. You check
Although
everything? Yeah.
you know what it could have been, not the zipper.
Uh-oh.
Did you look homeless?
Because like I said, I do look homeless sometimes. No. Because like I said, after I walked away, I like checked. I'm like, do I look weird? Like, did I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something weird today? But no, it was like normal jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah.
But my coffee cup, I sent you guys
Oh,
a
it said
picture.
Vlad.
Said Vlad, and
They
I was
thought you
like,
were a vampire.
I was like, they either think I'm a vampire or they think I am the president of Russia.
yeah.
Vladimir.
It didn't say Putin on it, did it?
No,
Well, you wouldn't put his full name on a Starbucks.
it just
cup.
said Vlad.
You wouldn't.
And I was like, maybe they saw that and they got scared. They thought I was a bad person.
Just
or something.
imagining going to Starbucks and be like, caramel macchiato for Putin.
Putting in.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they were scared.
Me and
of you.
Addi had
So that's my awkward story
that's
for
weird.
today.
I mean, I
we-
passed him today, but
we
I
had
didn't have
Girl
any
Scout
problem.
cookies last week in a bar.
Yeah,
They have s'mores Girl Scout cookies now.
They've
pretty
had-
good.
They've had those, right?
yeah, I've
Have
never
they?
heard of them. I
I thought they were. I'd
It's
never
been a
seen
long
Maybe
them.
not.
time.
I don't know.
I normally don't see the Girl Scouts at that Ralph's that we go to. Like,
I've seen
I
them-
hadn't seen them in the past
I've seen them
year.
there like over the last couple of years, and I've never got anything from them because
Yeah.
like they're always just sitting there, and I'm like, whatever. Like they don't need sales, and like
Yeah.
I don't really want them. I don't know. I just didn't care about it at the time. But today, because they were so excited, and I was like, yep, hell yeah, I want some cookies. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some cookies. Like their sales pitch worked on me until I approached their table.
Yeah, and then
I
they
was like, oh,
didn't know.
no.
Yeah, it was weird.
Something bad happened.
They're kind of expensive for cookies. They're good.
$5
They're damn
bucks-
good.
They're $5 a box, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll buy like 3 boxes because I wanted
Yeah.
different kinds. But no, it was
Yeah, because you got the money for it.
got the good alchemy money.
All in.
It was so. I don't think I've ever had a more awkward encounter with a stranger before.
Wow, that's crazy. And you talk to
And-
homeless people.
Do I?
I don't know.
I was like, what? Yeah, it was just so strange. I'm never gonna. It sounds weird. I'm never gonna approach a kid ever again.
Wow, yeah, you
Lesson
probably
learned.
lesson
No, I'm just
learned.
never
Never
gonna-
approach a child again.
Because like the only kids I've ever interacted with are like my nephews.
Yeah.
So of course they love me.
Yeah,
I've never like talked to like someone else's kid. I guess. I don't know. I never thought about it before, but I was like, why was that so weird? I don't know.
yeah.
Just walking up
General
to a
rule
table.
of thumb: just avoid children.
Avoid children.
Yeah, they're evil.
Yeah.
They spread like the plague.
Yeah, it was just. Yeah, and we've been at work for so long that like I haven't even like I feel like I haven't been to a grocery store in like a month or more.
Well, maybe that was the problem. I sunk all the way in the back of your skull, shambling around. Can I get some cookies? You got a mug that says Vlad on it.
Yeah. I was like, whoa,
Oh
this is
God,
so
this
weird.
vampire is buying cookies.
And as soon as I got home, I told Roy about it. I'm like, this was weird. And she was like, there's something wrong with those girls. And I was like, I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I look weird or scary or something. She's like, no, you look like you always do, but
It's going to be the same girls. You should get Roy to go back by herself and like watch from the corner and see if they...
No, you don't watch kids from afar, ever.
You're like setting up a social experiment with little kids now, and that's not okay.
No. So I don't know if you guys have ever
Maybe
had...
that's what it was. Maybe there was like some kind of weird social experiment where they were recording you.
Maybe.
Like, what happens when
because-
5 Girl Scouts stop responding to a grown man?
Well, because, like, you know, it's always weird, like, if you go into a grocery store and there's, like, someone that's like, oh, like, either, like, a homeless person saying, like, can you help me out? Or, like, just one of those, like, fundraiser people that are, like, with a clipboard, like, oh, do you have time to talk about the whales or something like that?
I do not.
Yeah, I always say, like, oh, no, sorry. And, like, that's always slightly awkward, but, like, it's over really fast.
Yeah.
With this, it's like, I was stuck there because I put myself in that situation.
You approach them.
And I was like, I have to get this over with quickly. And they were just, like, pointing and like, yeah, there. Yeah.
I might have walked away in shame if I were you. I would be like, I did
thought
something wrong.
about it.
I gotta leave.
I thought about it, but then I thought
once
that
you-
would have been even weirder.
Yeah,
like, the
once you
parents would have been
start-
like, why did that guy walk up to our kids and then walk away?
Yeah, without
and
buying
not
anything,
buying any
yeah.
cookies.
See, I wanted to buy Girl Scout cookies today when we left Ralph's. But
I thought about it, but I was like, nope, fuck them.
what?
I'm not stopping at this fucking table where you're harassing people.
What are you so mad about?
They weren't even harassing
Because
anybody when we were going in.
they didn't harass us.
jumping
They
in front of people
harassed
when I was
the
there.
next people after us. I heard them.
See,
Oh.
they were avoiding
That's
you guys
my
too.
problem with them is that if they just sat there and were like, if they didn't actually say to anybody, if they were just like Girl Scout cookies
they're
just
kids.
in general, but they don't. They target people.
Yeah,
Like,
they're children.
Hey, sir, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? No, they're coached by their parents.
Yeah.
Children don't do this.
Some children do this.
That's my problem with it.
Go-getters. Winners.
Is I don't want to be harassed when I don't want cookies.
So yeah,
But
now I
sometimes
have to
do.
get all my Girl Scout cookies through like a dealer or something. Like someone has to go
Yeah.
in for me. You know.
Yeah, you'll have to pay Roya. She'll go get you
Yeah.
cookies. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
something like
Lauren's
that.
always got Thin Mints.
Always, aren't they seasonal?
Yeah, she doesn't eat them.
Actually, that was another thing that threw me off when I saw them at the store today. I was like, is it Girl Scout? I thought that wasn't until like spring or summer.
I don't know. Apparently it is.
They just do them
They're
whenever,
out.
I guess, or something.
Out in a boot.
Yeah,
boot.
Trump bought the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, maybe.
And has since monetized them completely.
What?
That was so that was that. That was today.
Yeah. Pretty weird. I didn't have the same experience, but I didn't try to buy the Girl Scout cookies. I just like was contemplating. I was like, well, I don't have any cash on me. Do they only accept cash?
Well,
Girl Scouts accept
They
cards
actually
now? I
they
don't
do
know.
accept cards
Okay.
because when I was standing there like looking at the box that the
iPad?
girl pointed out, there was like an iPad and then there was also a little sign that said like, you know, we accept these. I think they have one of those like swipe things you just plug into your phone.
Oh, well, perfect. Now I can go spend all my money on Girl Scout cookies.
They're not going to talk to you.
But that's fine. I don't
You're
want to talk to
scarier
them.
looking than I am.
I'll growl at them. "Arr, give me my
Well, you
cookies."
actually look homeless.
Yeah, I'll shamble up.
How
Yeah.
long have you had that beard now?
I don't know, like
Years.
2 years or something. yeah,
Since I moved
couple
out here, I
years,
think.
yeah.
You like?
Oh yeah, no wait. When I came to California,
You had a little bit of a
I-
beard.
It was
I started
after
growing it,
I
yeah.
moved out here and you shaved your beard that December.
yeah,
And then you grew it out for an entire year before you trimmed
Yeah.
it. But you haven't actually shaved it
You've
since
trimmed
then.
it a couple times because you
yeah,
trimmed it
I've
for
had like
Taylor's
3 or
wedding,
4,
right?
yeah, 2 or 3 or something.
But you haven't
trimmings.
actually gotten rid of it since I moved out
No,
here.
it's been about the same beard. Yeah, about 2
I
years.
don't even know what you look like anymore with that.
Neither do I. That's why I keep it. I'm scared. What if I look completely different? What
I
if
saw-
I've forgotten?
I forget what the picture was, but it was a picture that Roya. It was like at my old apartment when we were in college.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was you and I. It was just a photo. I don't know. It was just a photo
Yeah,
of us,
and
and
a
it
clean
looked so
face.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were just like I think we were laughing. It was just like a very like it was a good photo.
Yeah.
It was just like a really perfect moment.
Yeah, but
and we both look really different.
oh yeah,
honestly.
yeah. Who was I?
I think yours was the biggest changes because
Yeah.
the beard is so
Giant beard,
drastic. But I was like, wow, that it doesn't seem that long ago, but it does kind of. You
Yeah.
know? So that was interesting. But yeah, different man behind the beard.
Yeah, Behind the Beard. That's the name of my next
That's
album.
like a documentary.
Yeah, Behind,
Behind
the
the beard.
with Addison Shiflett.
I was gonna do the Law and Order bum bum.
Oh yeah.
But also since I wasn't on the podcast last week,
Mm-hmm.
I told you about this over like at work already. When you brought up the like currency exchange for John Wick and how they use like the gold coins.
Oh yeah.
I had that exact same conversation because Roy and I went and saw it Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
We got out of the theater and I was like, what? I wasn't thinking so much the exchange rate of like US dollars to that, but like they use a gold coin to pay for like everything. Like he went to the guy with the blueprints and he gave him like 4 gold coins. Like I'm guessing 1 for each blueprint he showed him. But then like a hotel room is 1 gold coin for multiple nights. Alcohol, like 2 drinks was
1 gold
one
coin.
gold coin.
Unless maybe he was just tipping a lot. You
A
never
lot.
know, yeah.
But I've never seen any other coin either. It's not like you can be like, oh, this drink is half a coin.
I know.
So here's like a silver
Well,
one
that,
or
that
something.
could
It's
be
like
the
it's
thing
just that.
too. Yeah, it's like sure a body costs a gold coin, but since there is no lower currency, a drink also costs.
Maybe
a gold
there's
coin.
actually
That's-
writing on those gold coins and we didn't
we
notice.
didn't-
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
wanna
they're just
say
gold
no.
coins. Yeah.
I think they just throw those gold coins
Yes.
around for anything. It's like, oh, you want a drink? Here's a gold coin. Oh, you want me to get rid of these 10 bodies?
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
coin.
You want a
10
hooker?
gold
1
coins.
gold coin.
Or yeah, 1 per body, sure. I don't
Yeah.
know how much. I wish they would have shown how much he paid for those like the guns and knives that he bought from the.
Yeah, you just saw him like handing
dude.
over stacks of gold coins, so you didn't like.
Oh, I don't
you had
even
to
know
go back
showing
and
anything for that.
I remember them handing over stacks for like something. So I
Well,
think
you-
like the suit was
maybe.
like 4 or 5 or something like that.
I just remember the blueprints he gave for, and I don't remember seeing ones for the other ones. But
Yeah.
yeah, I had the exact same conversation, and I thought that was hilarious. Like that you guys also were thinking the same thing because I didn't notice in the first one. I didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't use the money as much.
Yeah.
Like he put one down when he got a hotel, and then he like gave them for the people
Yeah, yeah.
disposing of the bodies. But here he spent them a lot, and I was
Yeah.
like,
In the
that
first
doesn't make
movie, it made
to me.
sense. It was like, okay, the cost of a hotel room is equal to the cost of hiding a body. Sure.
Well, it's a secret society hotel, so I allowed it.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, you
hotel.
don't know how much.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice hotel where he can't be killed, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably costs a lot, and then hiding a body would cost a lot. Like,
Yeah.
sure, those seem about equal.
But like getting like a bourbon
Yeah.
is also the same amount as hiding a body.
was a
Doesn't
gin
make sense
and
to me.
tonic and whiskey.
Yeah,
was
something was 1
coin.
gold coin. And I was like, I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But but also we were talking about currency because Coop, you're leaving soon, right?
Yeah,
Not
I'm
leaving,
going
but you're
to.
going on a little business trip.
I'm gone forever.
I don't know if
guys.
you can talk about it or if it's
Yeah, I can
an
talk about it.
interview.
I can't say what I'm going for, I don't think.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm going to Saipan.
Nice.
First time leaving the country. Got my passport in 2 days ago.
Yeah, I
And
told
my
you
flight
you
is
can
in
get it like
2 days.
rushed, right?
Well, I did that. I
Yeah.
paid for the expedited,
Yeah, yeah.
which is supposed to be 2 to 3 weeks,
Mhm.
and I had exactly 3 weeks.
So you were cutting it close.
Yeah, cutting it close.
Yeah.
And they sent me an email after a week. They're like, "Hey, your birth certificate is not real."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck do you mean my birth certificate isn't real?" Turns out, okay, they're just stupid. My birth certificate is real,
Mhm.
but they've updated them since I got mine to include more information, which the state of Texas has on me.
Right.
So all I had to do was go get an updated birth certificate.
Do you need to do the same thing, Addison?
No, I have.
You already
I already
have
have
yours.
my passport.
I don't know when
I know,
they.
but like if you ever need to use your birth certificate for something else.
no,
Sure,
they've
but-
accepted
but I
my
don't have-
birth
Are you a
certificate.
California resident? Like, do you have a California license?
Yeah, I am now.
You do.
They've accepted my birth certificate for everything I've done, even
Except for
California.
Yeah.
Except this. Apparently, the 2 things missing were the hospital name I was born at,
Hmm.
and they said the issuing, like whatever organization issued the birth certificate, which is only one.
hmm
So I was like, why is that a thing? But whatever. It just didn't have those 2 names on it.
So you just had to get the information.
So I just had to go get an updated birth certificate that had that
Yeah.
information on it.
Yeah.
And that delayed it by a little bit of time.
But you still got it in time.
And I kept calling them every day, and I was like, hey, did they get my birth certificate yet? And they were like, nope, it could take us up to 7 days to know when they get your birth certificate. So
Oh,
I was like,
man.
I paid for expedited. They were like, yeah, you'll probably receive your you will probably receive your passport before we know that they got your birth certificate. So I was like, what the fuck is the point of
So
your
then
customer
what does
service
it
number?
matter? Yeah.
You literally are telling me that you're useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
and
know it.
that's exactly what happened. I called them Wednesday
Yeah.
to check again. I was like, hey, did they get my birth certificate? No, sorry, sir. It could take up to 7 days from when they receive it. And then the next day I didn't receive an email. I called them. I still haven't received the email saying they shipped it, which was odd because another guy that was waiting on his that we're working with did. I called them the next day and said, hey, did they receive my birth certificate? And they're like, I don't know about the birth certificate, but it shows that it shipped to you.
Okay.
I was like, well, then obviously they did, but whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So that was it.
Well, at least it worked out.
So their customer support for passports as a government agency is obviously useless because what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Can I speak to your manager?
No.
No,
no.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be cool though. I mean, little trip. Are you going to Tokyo for any amount of time?
Like 5 hours. I'm probably not even gonna leave the airport.
Enough
You
time
get
to
some
use the
sushi.
vending
I
machines.
bet the
Yeah,
airport sushi's
sushi.
better than like
I'm
high-class
probably.
sushi here.
It's expensive, but I'm probably just gonna
Yeah,
go.
but of course you got to try a little bit of something.
I know it's kind of tentative because it's a 12-hour flight there, and I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to sleep on planes because I usually can't.
Yeah,
I got Xanax.
unless you get drowsy.
You gotta get drowsy.
I might have some
You
drinks. I
gotta
don't know.
get drowsy. Oh, you have some drinks. I was saying drowsy, just like some sleeping.
But I
pills
gotta
or
I'm
something.
traveling with expensive equipment, so I don't know how much I want to fuck around. Except there's gonna be 4 other people
Well,
on the
don't
flight.
drink. I mean, do whatever you want. But I for a long flight like that, I think I would just want to sleep. Like with sleeping
I got a
pills
neck
or
pillow
something.
today.
Yeah, you have
Nice.
to.
It's like
Noise canceling
it's
headphones,
like got
neck
a
pillow.
yeah, we talked about these noise canceling
did.
headphones.
Yeah.
Got those recently. Thank you, mom and dad. Love you guys.
Roya has a great neck pillow that I used when I flew back to Michigan for Christmas.
What makes it great?
I'm gonna tell you what makes it great.
That's what I want to know.
So I bought one like a year or two ago, and it's just like a kind of like a beanbag kind of feeling, and that like it's not firm enough, so like I would use it, then my head would just basically fall over, and it wasn't supporting me. I'm like, this was kind of a waste. Like I don't really like it. But then Roya, because she went to Italy in like late last year, so she bought a proper one that's like really firm, kind of like memory foam kind of feeling, and it's really comfy. And then the best bit is it has a hood you can put over your like
so it'll cover your eyes so far.
It's big enough where it can go like down to your nose or something.
That's
maybe
great.
And then there's ties you can pull it like a hoodie, and I was like, this is amazing. So
Oh my god, I fucked up.
so the flight
Yeah, you did.
the flight even like to Michigan, it's not like terribly long, but that helped so much. Like that, and like put it over my head and just like headphones in, out. I slept like the whole flight.
'Cause everybody was telling me like, they're like, you usually get a neck pillow. They're like, if you're going on a long flight, like a bunch of people were telling me, get the eye cover thing,
Yeah.
the eye mask, like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you have, Addi.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not doing that. But that actually sounds great.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not as like it's not like, if you had an eye mask, like a proper one, it would block every like all light and be over your eyes, and that'd be.
It's
fine.
also
But, like,
another
this
thing
is
you
still
got to
pretty
keep track
good.
of.
But
Where
this
if this
was
is
pretty
2-in-1, that sounds perfect.
Well, see,
I really liked it.
like I have the eye mask, but I don't use that for planes.
no,
just use
I
that
know,
for normal
I know.
sleeping.
But you have that.
But for planes, I just get on. I put in my headphones. I put
Yeah.
on my sunglasses. And
That
I pass
can-
the fuck
you
out.
can
No,
sleep.
dude, it
I
was the
can't
craziest
sleep.
thing because we all flew to Texas.
Yeah.
Addison was like asleep before everyone boarded the plane because we were like zone 1, so we boarded like immediately, and we sit down and I'm like, shuffling around, getting my DS or my headphones or whatever.
You were getting out your pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting drowsy. And then I look over and Addison's in the middle. Like you're kind of doing the same thing, getting situated. And then
Yeah.
Addison's in between us in the middle seat, head back, headphones in,
Out.
out,
He's gone.
snoring.
Yeah, gone.
I was like, we've been on the plane for 2 minutes. That dude didn't wake up till we landed in Texas. It was crazy.
I had to train myself, but I have
I'm
learned to
jealous.
sleep on planes.
I'm also
I
jealous.
sleep pretty well on planes, but not right away. Like I don't sleep till we're like in the air, like we've been coasting for like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll like get the pillow and kind of lean. Like I usually have window seats, so I'll lean and then I pass out. But to do that before people board, there's like too much commotion.
No,
for me
you
to
want
sleep.
you want to fall asleep. Like you want to kind of wake up as you're taking off, and then as you're landing, and that's it.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, good for you.
Yeah,
because that's
well,
great.
just
On a 3-hour flight, I might get 5 minutes of sleep.
well, here's what you do.
I can kind of be in that like mode where I'm just kind of half awake,
kind of in and out. Yeah,
but I never fully fall asleep.
Never get a full night's sleep before you go on a
I'm
plane.
not doing that this time because my flight is like at 11.
Yeah.
I'm staying up all night playing video games.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You stay up like
well,
most of the
especially
night.
for a flight because you're 12-hour flight. You said.
Yeah.
You also have to make sure you get up and walk around. Like, like some flights you like, to Texas, sit the whole time, whatever. You have to, even if you don't go to the bathroom, you have to like get up because you can get like blood clots or whatever in your legs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Lauren was trying to convince me to buy some compression socks today, and I just didn't want to do it.
Ooh.
No, you should definitely.
Yeah, you should
You
get
should
those. I didn't wanna
definitely do that. Why are you
They were
kidding me?
$20.
Oh,
I'll buy them for you, man.
20
I don't
bucks
want
for
you to die
socks?
on
I'm
this.
not gonna die.
That's just, but that can be like, long flights like that.
Yeah.
Like when they're over, I don't know how long. A certain.
My biggest worry is that I'm going to Saipan, and it's in American territory, but it's not quite third worldy.
You'll be fine.
But I'm worried that like something's gonna happen, like something dumb, like my what's it called?
Appendicitis.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have like appendicitis or something.
Nah.
And be like, I gotta go to some shitty hospital,
No, it'll be fine. They probably
You're
have that there
fine.
all the time.
which is probably dumb because they've probably got amazing hospitals there, and I just don't know it because I'm an ignorant American.
No,
You've
you'll be
never been
fine.
there. Yeah, you'll be fine.
We'll find
Yeah.
out.
I mean, if you don't buy the compression socks,
As long as I
you
don't
will
have
die.
a
But
brain.
Right.
aneurysm.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
bad.
You've got to get those compression socks.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna die, guys.
A neck pillow with a hood. I mean, you're gonna die if you don't do these things.
But just make sure you get up and like walk around every like handful of hours, because that is like that's a I think fairly common thing that can happen on.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is right now
I sleep for 12 hours sometimes, and I'm fine. I haven't died.
But you're
yet.
not sitting in that position.
Your legs aren't like cut off.
It's because when you're sitting in the chair.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
laying flat on a bed is different than like sitting in like a tight space. And you're a taller dude. I'm sure it like is even more.
Yeah. What kind of chairs do you got?
What kind of what?
Chairs are you gonna be in? Are you in like a higher class?
I've got a regular seat.
Okay.
And I've got a middle seat right now. So like 11 a.m. Monday morning, I'm going to be on that website because that's about the time when they open up the new seats. I'm going to be trying to jump to an aisle, preferably an aisle.
Anything but middle.
Anytime I go to Texas, I try to get a window seat because I'm like, I don't need to piss for 4 hours. I'm fine.
No, you just fall asleep.
I just want to get in that window seat and not move for 4 hours, and I'll be fine.
I usually just pee my pants if I have to go.
That too. That's a fine option.
It's like I'm not going to buy these.
And
nice
then nobody talks.
On a 12-hour flight, I know I need to get up and walk around on a 12-hour flight, so I'm going to try and get an aisle seat because I have a feeling that I'm not like a what do you call it? Like a whatever it is. I'm not a pussy. But I am a shy person.
I don't know what you're.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah.
Like,
whatever the word is, where you're like too scared to like talk to people.
Introvert?
No. There's another word for it. Whatever.
Me.
But I am like I don't want to bother people. I don't want anybody to be inconvenienced for my comfort.
Totally.
So I feel like if I end up anywhere but the aisle seat, I'm just not gonna get up because I don't want to have to ask this person like, "Hey, sir, do you mind waking the fuck up so I can stand up and walk around?"
Yeah, and you're gonna have to on a flight, like a long flight.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. Like I always get window seats because Michigan's like 5 or less, and it's like, well, I probably won't have to go to the bathroom then, or if I do have, because there was one time where like I did have to pee and there was like an hour left, and I'm like, I can probably hold it for an hour, right?
Yeah.
Like because the two people next to me were sleeping, and it was like a red eye flight.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way I can wake both these people up for me to go take a piss right now.
Yeah.
I just couldn't like bring myself to talk to them. Like not that I couldn't talk to them, but I didn't want to disturb them.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I would
like if they're awake reading a book, sure. But if they're like asleep,
both asleep. Yeah.
No, you're a dickhead if you wake them up.
I've had people scoot past me while I was sleeping before.
Yeah.
Like
they can't get past me.
I kind of woke up and I was like, I just like scooted, and then as soon as they passed me, I was back asleep, so it didn't matter.
Yeah,
we're not all like crazy superpowers like you.
Just fall asleep.
That is kind of a superpower.
It's only on planes. I can't do that normally. I can't when I lay down in bed. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta go to sleep now. But
that's why I'm up till 1 a.m. every day.
Apparently,
it's not because I want to.
I didn't know this, but like apparently I fall asleep very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general,
like just whenever it's like I'm tired, like I'll like, or even if because I guess Roya is like, she told me one time I was saying like, oh, I'm not really that tired.
Yeah.
And then like I'll lay down and then like even just on the couch or whatever, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I want to go to bed, but I'm not tired. I'll just like roll like face away from the TV and close my eyes, and I'll like pass out. I'm like, really? I can fall asleep that quick? She's like, you're out all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah,
I do. I fall asleep really quick if there's something to watch on. Yeah, I'm laying in bed where like if I'm in a position where I can fall asleep and there's something to watch, but I will also have to wake up later to turn off whatever it is.
I do this thing where sometimes I'll get like, I guess that's happened in a while, but like I'll get really used to, because I don't have a TV like in my bedroom, but I'll like fall asleep watching Bob's Burgers or some show like on Netflix, and after 3 episodes it stops.
Yeah.
And I've had it where like as soon as it stopped, like the silence woke me up, and I was like, what happened? I looked and it's like, are you still watching Bob's Burgers? And I said yes, and then I immediately pass out like before the intro, like the 10-second intro song.
You got a good hour and a half of sleep.
And so I fall asleep for like an hour and a half, and then it comes back on, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, sure. And then I just fall back. I've done that for like
terrible
a whole night before, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why didn't I just get up and go to bed?
You just need to record that Bob's Burgers and then have it loop, so you can just wake up to burgers.
It was so
or
weird.
Netflix just needs to get off their fucking high horse and let me stream shit until I tell them not to.
I don't think it's their problem. I think it's like the other service providers, like ISPs, are hounding them about using too much bandwidth.
That shouldn't be their problem.
It shouldn't be, but then Netflix also had to pay ISPs to keep their speeds.
No, they did that as a test to prove their point so that they could go to the we're getting into a whole different conversation now.
No, that's kind of relevant.
I don't think they do that anymore. I think they did it like once to prove to people, hey, this is why we need net neutrality.
Yeah.
Because I shouldn't be able to pay to get better service than Hulu. Because that gives me a clear advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I hadn't heard.
so
I
they
didn't
they only did it for a short time. I don't think they do it anymore.
know. Okay, well, I'm glad.
I could be wrong, but I know that when they did it the first time, it was to prove a point
What point were they proving?
that net neutrality should be a thing, that shouldn't be legal.
If that were the case, they should have not paid it.
But they didn't. They wouldn't have a leg to stand on if they couldn't prove it. They did it so they could be like, "Hey guys, we have the information to prove that this works for us and should not be legal. We were given a clear advantage
Yeah.
over other companies because we paid this."
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they cut them off and said like, okay, we're not going to do it anymore, that also shows the same thing.
But what Netflix did after that was they implemented fast.com,
yeah, I saw that
which is the same as
speed test.
speed test, but it stopped the internet service providers from being able to throttle Netflix, but still, because they said that they would, internet service providers would give preference to speedtest.net,
Oh yeah.
but they keep speed test on the same servers and IP addresses as Netflix. So if they decided to throttle Netflix, it would show up on fast.com.
Yeah.
And then people could have proof that they weren't getting the speed they were
Yeah.
paying
It's
for.
like, yeah, speed test says I'm getting this, but on fast I'm getting
That's how
this.
they. So
It's
they,
like,
at first they paid for it just to be like, hey, this is why net neutrality should not be net neutrality should be the standard.
Yeah.
And then they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Netflix doesn't pay for that anymore.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
And now you know.
A little lesson from Coop there.
Yeah.
Unless something has changed since when I read about that 6 months ago.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. I just read about them like paying, and I was like, they shouldn't have paid.
Well, they paid to prove a point.
I guess, but at the same time, like if
But that
people's
was
Netflix would have
right-
turned off, and companies,
It wouldn't have turned off. It would have got throttled.
Well, and then people would have been like, well, why is Netflix so slow? I mean, but people would have been angry.
Then they would have switched to Hulu.
Yeah, possibly.
That's the point. Most people are not like you
No,
or me.
no, they're not
They are
gonna
not
go-
going to look into why Netflix is
They're just
slow.
gonna go, "It's
They're just
slow."
going to be like, Netflix sucks. I'm
Yeah.
switching into a different
Yeah,
service.
that's true.
Netflix had to do this to prove to the communications
Cox
FCC?
Communication.
FCC, yeah.
I don't know.
Federal
What did you say?
Communications.
Cox Communication.
Oh, that's like a
Which I mean, the
It's a company, I
FCC
don't know.
was
Cable
I was like,
company.
what-
The
I
the
don't know
FCC
what
was
he's
in
talking about.
favor of net neutrality already at the time.
Yeah.
Now net neutrality is in trouble with the current administration. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Always
Not to
something.
get into politics, just
No,
talking
no,
about
yeah, that's-
Netflix.
Well, internet. Wait, we're on the internet. If we had to pay to get this podcast out, it wouldn't happen.
No.
That would suck.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things that it's like all these companies that what's the word? Fuck. I have
know.
the
What's
worst vocabulary when
happening?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of words.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
These people who benefited from net neutrality over the years,
Yeah.
these same companies are now trying to fight net neutrality.
Yeah, because now they're
Like,
the big dogs.
Mark Cuban
Yeah.
with X.com and what is now PayPal.
Yeah.
That's what he started with. And he started with net neutrality being a thing, is now against net neutrality because he's a billionaire.
Yeah. Now he's the big dog, and
He's
can
like,
afford
why
to do
shouldn't
it.
people
Yeah.
have to pay me for access to the internet?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, well,
crazy.
Well, then you
son
don't
of a
get any
bitch,
innovation. Yeah.
It's like little companies can't compete then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the same 5 companies that run the world.
Yeah.
That's what
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
That is what
though.
they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mad already that they're not running like as many things as they are.
like, I
It's
get
like,
why
YouTube's
he-
cutting into our business now. It's like, well, yeah.
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 It's like it's like all these people that are in favor of like nothing but capitalism
Yeah.
are going against one of the main tenets of capitalism, which is competition.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pulling the legs out of all the other competition.
Yeah, but that's just like how it's always been. I feel like.
Ruthlessness.
You know what
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why antitrust laws are a thing.
Yeah.
Which net neutrality is basically antitrust.
Yeah. Wow. Spent a lot of time talking about stuff that isn't games.
Oh, that's okay.
Internet.
I don't think
internet
the
talk,
podcast
yeah.
is just.
Well, internet
I mean,
is
I
just
know
funny.
we always talk about
'Cause we-
games, but I
yeah.
think that's just because that's how we start off, and I kind of started us off with a different
I know,
story,
yeah.
and that kind of just rolled.
It's just
into
funny
a
that we
couple
went
of
from like
things.
Girl Scouts to planes and now to net neutrality.
Well, that's just how it goes. It goes
We
Girl
haven't-
Scouts,
yeah.
John Wick,
Yeah,
planes, net neutrality.
Yeah.
Well, internet's important to games.
Yeah,
I would say
exactly.
and
For
podcasts.
instance, you couldn't play Fire Emblem without
and
internet.
our whole lives. I saw
Yeah.
Coop, I mean, you tweeted the other day. Your internet went out and you didn't know what to do with yourself.
That was
right?
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, because California got rain.
It was
Yeah.
funny because I wasn't even using the internet all day because I was prepping for the shoot, so I was just packing equipment all day.
Yeah.
But everybody in the office kept coming and asking me questions, and I was like, "Just Google this, just Google that." And they're like, "I can't do that." And I was like, "I don't want to like go through this with you, please." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "You've got Google on your phone." Like, "Oh yeah," like
That's right.
everybody's like, "Oh, I got to use the interface on my phone to Google."
Oh, the screen's so small. Jeez, I could hardly read the information.
Yeah, I saw a couple people. Chelsea,
Yeah.
she tweeted like a similar thing. She's like, you don't realize how useless you are until the internet goes out, and then you're like, I don't know how to do anything. I don't know what I'm doing here. I thought that was really funny.
Nah, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's better that we don't like. You only keep in your head the information you need now, which
Oh,
is
it's
great.
fine. I just thought it was funny that like, to be fair, it was a lot of rain.
yeah. We had
especially
holes
for
just-
California in general. Like any amount of rain is a lot of rain, but that was like a real rainstorm. It was really
sinkholes
windy.
in Studio City.
And then you sent us the sinkhole in Studio City, which is
Yeah.
crazy. When I was back in Michigan, there was like all over the news in a nearby city. There was a sinkhole there, and I was,
yeah,
do sinkholes
crazy.
happen that often?
I don't know.
Like I've heard of them before, but like whenever they happen, it seemed like a very rare, crazy event.
Yeah,
and now
or
it's
it just
like
opens
oh,
up.
It was
I
like
know
those
of two
giant
in the last like
sinkholes in
month.
South America. That
Yeah,
opened
like
up.
crazy things like that. But I don't know, 2 in America in the last like month
yeah.
that I have been near. It's like, oh, that's kind of weird.
That wasn't a giant sinkhole, though. That was
No.
a dangerous sinkhole
But
for
if
sure.
a
And the
car
one in-
fell in it, right? You said.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Studio City was only like a car deep. Like you could
2
probably,
cars fell in it. There at the start of that video. There's already a car in it.
Yeah, but like you'd probably be all right if you fell into that. Wouldn't feel
Your
good.
car wouldn't
but-
be
I mean, getting you out of there would not be a
No,
safe
it-
endeavor.
No,
It'd also be very scary. Like,
I
is
think
this going
you'd
to
be-
keep falling?
I think you'd be fine.
Like, is this,
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
No, the big sinkholes, no. You'd
well, I'd
probably
be scared
gone.
even in the little ones. Like, is this going to keep collapsing underneath me? Because
Yeah.
that was like
maybe.
the
Yeah.
one in Michigan. That was a big thing because it hadn't like it was starting to happen, and then
Mm-hmm.
like a house was like it was happening under a house.
Oh.
and like the family had to leave, and like whoever is in charge of that told the family you can't go back in to get
Yeah.
any of your stuff
Yeah.
because
We don't
it's
know when it's gonna-
slowly
yeah.
sinking like as we speak, and we don't know when it's just going to completely collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
But if you want to talk about games, Hassan, we can go to games now.
Well, I just thought it was funny that it's been like half an hour, 40 minutes or something. And we hadn't talked about any games yet.
we talked about Hearthstone in the
we got some
first 10
games.
seconds.
Sure.
We can jump back to Hearthstone if you guys want. There
Yeah,
was some big
we didn't
news
talk
on
about the big
Hearthstone.
news about Hearthstone. Is that they're taking away my cards.
Well, it's the new year starting. They didn't. The thing that bugs me about that was they didn't say when it was happening, like when the new expansion for this year's happening.
Yeah.
They're like, there's gonna be one at the beginning of the year, and then one in the middle, and then one at the end. And I was like, well, the beginning of the year is right now. Like, when are you gonna send that out?
You know Ragnaros, you all know him, you love him. Great card, 8/8, does 8 damage randomly across the board. Staple in everyone's deck, gone. Off the board,
Well,
no
not mine.
more.
I didn't have it.
Sylvanas, dead, gone, off the board. No more.
They're going to Wild, which for us is gone because none of us play Wild.
They're classic cards, and they said at the beginning when they started removing cards that classic cards will always be safe. You can always rely on classic
did say
cards.
that. They
yeah,
said
they
now,
were
fuck,
never
I don't know.
gonna
Nothing
move
is
Wild.
safe.
But they
Nothing is
also-
sacred.
But they also, for their explanation for this, is because, you know, when you play Hearthstone, it's like, you know, the 3 like top decks like
Yeah.
that builds, and you go, okay, how do I counter them, or how do I just make my own? You look at
Yeah.
Icy Veins and just make your own, and every once in a while you'll find like a really random deck. It's like, oh, that person was really good because it's just a way out their deck. But most of the time it's like the same, you know, couple decks, and so that's like
And they rely on the
really
same
stagnant, and
legendaries,
like
yeah.
they use the same legendaries, same classics, and so I think Blizzard said that like they don't want that. They
Yeah.
want like more variety, more deck builds, like more
Well,
creativity.
then they should have taken them out when they
So
originally took them out, not told me, hey, it's fine. You keep these cards.
Well, to be fair,
Or-
things change.
Then nerf them. Don't take them out.
Well,
I've
but
already said what I feel about this.
yeah, but they also, it's cool because they're giving, you know, like when you break down cards, you get dust. And then with
Yeah.
that dust, you can create new cards. You don't have to break these down. They're just going to
Yeah.
give you that amount of dust when you log in when the new expansion.
But now what do I
happens, which
make?
is nice.
Do I make another common card that might get taken away from me yet again? Or do I make a new card that only lasts for 2 years? I don't know either. I don't know anymore. I can't.
Just
there's
make whatever.
Nothing is safe. That's what I'm saying. They
No.
told me things would be safe, and things aren't safe anymore. And it's not cool.
Well, that's what Magic does, though.
No, well, in Magic,
Magic
you
is a
know,
card game.
and Magic is a physical card game, and you also know that these cards, it's constantly in rotation. Whereas Hearthstone said, these cards will never be taken out of rotation.
Yeah, but I would now just view Hearthstone as constant rotation as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Sure.
fine. That's why I stopped playing it, was because I wanted a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And it became very clear once they implemented standard that it was not going to be treated as a video game.
I'm okay with it being a card because we've said this before on the podcast and whatever. Like, I like Magic. I just don't have enough people to play with. So if I can have a card game that just assigns me with some random person to play whenever I want,
Yeah, it's great.
That's great for me.
I'm tired of being lied to. I just want my card games to be like, I want them to say things and then keep doing those things and not tell me one thing and then do another thing like later down the line.
My problem
That's
is
just
there's two modes now. One where I can't compete unless I've been spending money since the beginning or playing nonstop since the beginning, or a mode where I can't compete unless I spend money right now or start grinding a ton right now.
Yeah.
I can't build up towards a good deck.
Well, what you should do is when the new expansion comes out, then you start playing again because then everybody's in the same boat.
But then,
But he's saying he doesn't want to spend the money.
but I can't. Like, I've only got like a year with those cards, so I've got to grind a ton to get all those cards.
Yeah, I don't know how the new player
Or
experience.
before,
can't
I
be fun.
could like just slowly get all the cards over time and
Yeah.
build the cards I wanted,
Yeah,
and then they removed them all.
yeah,
And I was like, oh well, I can't compete in that mode anymore because those cards are now harder to get.
yeah. That's the other thing. It's like, okay, yeah. Now I've got to be in the.
And now I've got to
to
just grind out these cards, but then those cards are going to keep getting removed. So it's like,
Yeah.
I just stopped feeling like I was building towards having a complete collection.
Yeah, I only
Yeah,
had.
it is like a constant refresh that you have to. If you're not keeping up with it,
And I'm fine with
It's hard.
refreshing to keep the meta
Yeah,
clear and all that. It's just like if you're gonna, especially for like legendaries that take like Ragnaros was like the first thing I made,
yeah.
and then right after that I made Sylvanas because they were the two best, and I was like, I'm making these because they're not gonna go away.
I just
but
wish
they're
like,
reimbursing you though.
Yeah, but then what do I make again? Do I make another common that's gonna get taken away? I don't know.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't think it's.
I just wish
It
that they
sucks,
had,
but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I wish they hadn't gone the route of removing cards forever. I wish, because they have a new season every month, right? Every
Yeah.
month is a season.
Yeah.
Why not rotate old cards back in every once in a while? Just randomly pick some cards.
Yeah.
Maybe not randomly, like selectively rotate cards back in. So I don't feel like I just have cards sitting there that if I can't compete
Yeah.
in Wild, they're just done.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting to me that they're doing this like they're taking out Ragnaros and Sylvanas because they're like too good or too powerful. They see them too common, whatever. They're doing too many decks.
Nerf them.
But then you also have like Pirate Warrior, which is incredibly overpowered. If you're not dead by turn 5, they usually just quit. And they almost always kill you by turn 5, and there's like no counter to it. And all these cards they made are just like really strong up front for those first 5 turns. And they're not nerfing those. Like I don't know. The balance of power is like shifted in a weird way, and I don't know that I like it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
I wish I could just play vanilla. I wish there was an option to just play vanilla.
Yeah,
pretty
or like,
cool.
yeah, choose where you're like, I want to play with only these sets of cards.
Yeah. I just want to play against people that have all the same cards as I do.
Yeah, and then and it's like that's what Arena was supposed to be, but then everybody's using like software now to do Arena.
And there's too much randomness.
yeah,
to
yeah,
Arena.
it's also you're getting 3 cards. You're not really getting like, and so you have to just play like a super fast deck. You're not like building
Like
a
even
deck.
the best arena player is going to have times when they just don't get any good options.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. Children's card games. What are you gonna do?
yeah. I just wanted a game where I could play against people with the same cards.
Yeah,
as me.
maybe we should start playing Magic online. Heard that's fun.
You can try it out.
It's the same thing.
I'm just gonna keep playing Hearthstone.
Yeah, I'm not. Keep playing Hearthstone if you're enjoying it. I did
Yeah.
enjoy it until they implemented standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see about this next expansion.
What they're doing too is I think they're gonna add a lot more cards, like
Yeah.
because they're gonna have 3 expansions this year,
Mhm.
and each expansion is gonna be 130 cards,
Oh, that's a lot.
which
of
is I
cards.
think way
That's
more
a
than
lot of cards.
I think usually it's like 100 or 100 something when they do an expansion, but they only do that like what like was it? Yeah, so last year they had like the new gods, and then they had a story like
Mhm.
like one
Yeah,
night
the story
Karazhan,
mode. Yeah.
which isn't 100 cards,
No.
and then they had another expansion which doesn't mean streets, which I think was like 100 or something close to that.
Yeah.
So they're adding way more this year, and the way they're doing it is, so it's 3 expansions, and with each expansion, it's going to be like a mini adventure with each one.
Okay, that's kind
Yeah,
of
like
cool.
free?
Yeah. No.
I think the
What,
adventure
really?
is free.
Oh wow.
Is the what's his name? The new adventure, is that any good?
The
One Night Kerosene?
Yeah, one Yeah.
Is that the yeah?
That's
It's
the
got
latest
a
one.
I didn't think
it's got Medivh on it.
Yeah, that one it's easier than the other ones, but
It's
I
really
think
easy.
the gimmicks and mechanics they put in it are really creative and really fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah.
I didn't think the cards you got from it were all that good, actually.
There's some cards that I use in my main deck
Yeah,
that are from
but
that.
like, I don't know. They're like Medivh is good. You got to build a deck around him, like most things. But just like overall, like the curator is not like terribly useful.
It was incredibly fun.
Yeah, no,
Either
it was
way.
really fun to play through. I had a really good time playing.
And that's
through
how I
it.
treat the adventure mode like ones over like the main expansions.
Yeah.
I just look for like, was that fun for me to fight all the bosses? Like, did they do? Because obviously what they do is like, it's a completely different game type. Like you're
Yeah.
not doing normal duels. It's
Like a
really,
tavern brawl or something.
It's like way
yeah.
different rules. It's like breaking the game, crazy stuff. And as long as they're doing something really creative with that, I mean, I'll pay for it. But
Yeah.
the new system, yeah, it's like a new expansion. So like use like Mean Street as an example. When that came out, they released like 130 cards or whatever, and then they would have had like a small adventure mode where it's like you play against the bosses of like each house and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that
So they're gonna
sounds
do
cool.
that from now on, which I think is
Yeah.
kind of a cool thing because I really like the adventure modes. So if they can release them more often,
Yeah.
and we get more cards through the year,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. I don't know when it's coming out. It's called Year of the Mammoth, so I don't know.
I would think it would have
So I'm
started
wondering
at
what
the
kind of
beginning
cards
of
they're
the
going to
year,
be
but
because
yeah,
Year of the
weird.
Kraken was cool because it was like Cthulhu, Lovecraftian
Well,
things.
apparently the like places this comes from in the Warcraft universe is all dinosaurs.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Well, that makes
mammoth,
sense.
dinosaur, yeah.
Okay.
You get
Yeah, I
some
wasn't sure
razor
what
fin
exactly it was
raptor
gonna be.
action going on.
Yeah, like advancements of
synergies?
that. Yeah,
Might be kind of
something
cool.
leaked where like some chick that does Warcraft voices like listed the expansion as one of her credits and like did a bunch of voices for different dinosaurs, like growls and stuff, I
There you
guess.
go.
But then like the day after she posted it on her resume, like because she had a public resume,
Yeah.
it was gone. She took it off.
Oh, nice.
So
Well,
Too late.
Yeah,
Internet
too
knows.
late.
speaking
yeah,
of
internet
some
found it.
leaked stuff,
uh-oh.
like the Switch is coming out March 3rd, which is in a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm super excited for. But this dude, I guess this past week, I was seeing things on Twitter and just online where some guy, not like a press or
Yeah.
anything, he had one
Oh.
and he was like posting a lot about it, like here's what the UI looks like and here's this and that, and just posting
I saw
things
this
talking
video.
about it.
I didn't watch it, but I did see the link to it.
Yeah, I didn't watch all the videos either, but I was reading stuff about it, and so he just had one, and he's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
And I guess he was telling people like, oh yeah, I just bought it at a store that like had one and broke street date or something
Oh,
like that.
wow.
But then I read, I want to say it was this morning, that Nintendo like found out who he was because he was posting all this stuff and like actually took it away, and
Took
apparently
his Switch away?
yeah, because he didn't, I guess, just buy it from a store.
Oh.
He bought it off a guy who stole it. I don't know how the dude
Ooh.
stole it. I think he deals with the shipments or something.
yeah.
And the quote was like, the guy was saying like, yeah, I got them from him, and like, I guess a few of the inventory that disappeared in transit.
Interesting.
So I think some dude shipping them like stole a
Yeah.
few and was selling them off. And so the dude who was posting about it, like, he said he didn't know it was stolen.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Well, that's
But
what you
Nintendo
say.
took it
Yeah.
away and didn't reimburse him for like, because he paid
He paid the guy,
$300
yeah.
for it. So I thought that was kind of interesting, that because I was wondering like, one, I doubt a lot of stores even have them right now. I bet they get them very close to
Maybe
the
not.
release day. I
I
would
wouldn't think they'd get them more than a week ahead.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, almost 3 weeks out. I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
maybe they're going to like the shipment houses already, like the
Yeah, I mean, they're
distributors that
definitely
then
being
send
like
them out to everybody
sent
else.
to like
yeah,
the states and like the warehouses and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but I just thought it was interesting that this dude was like, "Oh yeah, I got it," and posted a bunch about it, and then I don't know the details, but Nintendo like took it away from him. So I thought that was kind of cool. Not cool, but an interesting little story because press people have theirs now.
yeah.
Like IGN or
Yeah.
Game Informer or whoever else does news. So
It's weird that they would go through all the trouble to like shut it down. Like
I don't know.
I
thought it
track
was-
down and try to figure out where. And
Maybe you're
why.
just posting so much about it, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Where did you get one? Like, we didn't do this."
Yeah,
so we're
yeah.
kind of like a punishment. Like you're not going to keep this.
Yeah.
Wait, but how did they just go to it? They had
That's
to
what I
send
mean,
the
like-
police or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't think like Nintendo went to his house.
Yeah.
Miyamoto
They probably-
didn't like show
They
up.
probably
Yeah.
contacted him because
Falcon punch.
they probably contacted him and stuff, and because like I said, he had quoted saying like he didn't know that it was stolen or whatever. So maybe they contacted him and like said like you're using a stolen blah blah blah, and he said something like he felt bad about it once he realized it was stolen.
Oh, wow.
So maybe like they contacted him and then he just willingly was like, I'll send it back to you or something like that.
Yeah.
It might have been like a cease and desist thing where they sent him a letter like, "Hey, you need to give this back,
Yeah.
or else
And
there
he
will
just
be legal
and he was
action."
just like
Sure.
he didn't want any trouble, obviously, probably I'm sure. So he's like,
Well, if you
absolutely.
didn't want any
I'll send
trouble,
it
you
off.
shouldn't have been posting.
I think he just thought like, oh, cool, like a store broke a street date. Like when people,
Yeah.
like stores
Yeah,
do that with video games or something.
if
He
he had
probably was just
any
excited.
like foresight, he would have waited till like the day or two
Yeah,
before it
no,
came out.
Or even like a week before it came out.
But there's just so much buzz about it, and you know, people on the internet want attention. He was probably like, oh, cool, I'll just
I can be that guy.
yeah, everyone's gonna come to me for information now because I'm the only one who's like, because you know, the people who have their press switches, they probably
Are
signed an
limited,
NDA
yeah, yeah.
and they can't talk about certain
Yeah, they're
things.
not allowed to.
Yeah, so this dude's like, oh, I'll tell you whatever you want. Like I
Yeah.
got one, I didn't
Yeah.
sign anything. So, but
Yeah.
I'm very excited for the Switch. I mean, you guys, we talked about it a bunch, and I don't really have any
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
new information besides that. But I'm super excited for it. Can't wait to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be pretty cool.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get one. I don't know when I'm gonna get one, but hopefully like really close to launch.
You do know when you're getting
I
one.
thought you're not gonna
Well, I
take the
don't-
pre-order.
That guy's like I talked to that guy, but I haven't talked to him since then. So
Oh,
I, don't
I
know.
thought you already bought it from him.
No, I haven't.
But Justin said you can have one of his.
Then yeah, like I said, I don't know when his is coming in. If it's coming in the same day, because he bought like 3 of
It
them
is.
to know.
Aren't all pre-orders
all coming
same
in the
day?
same
Oh, are
day.
they okay? Well,
Since
then-
when do they do pre-orders that aren't day one?
I don't know. Well, then why did he buy 3 of them? I thought he
'Cause
bought
he
them so
wants
just
three?
because he
Nice
didn't
guy.
know.
He was helping out his friends.
I thought he didn't know if it was going to come in that day or
He's a
like.
nice guy,
Yeah,
helping out
okay,
his friends.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, I have a pre-order and I'm gonna play that right away.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
if it's
I've
coming
never
the
heard
same
of a
day.
pre-order that wasn't day one.
Well, sometimes like Amazon will like it says like same day, but it actually doesn't get there until the day after.
Oh yeah, because that's shipping.
That's what I mean. The shipping causes it
But if
not to be
you-
same day.
Where did he pre-order it from?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. They're gonna be there. I have a day one. I'll be playing it that night.
That's still
Bada bing,
technically
bada
day
boom.
one. It's their first shipment.
I know. That's what I was trying to say though. I don't know when I'm getting it. If it would be
Yeah.
the day it comes out or a day after or
You made
2
it.
days after.
No, you said I don't know when I'm getting it. Like it might be a week or two later.
I don't know when I'm getting it.
For Honor came out this past week, right?
Yeah, I played that. I
Switched
got
over
that
real
when it
fast.
came out day of.
Did
Didn't have to
you?
worry about shipping on
Did
that
you pay
one.
for it?
I
He
paid
did.
for it. Yeah, I bought
Actually, because we were sitting at work and he had the PC on and there was an ad for like For Honor and he's like, "Oh, when did that come out?" And it like came out that
That
day.
day, yeah.
And, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Download it. Let's play it up.
Pick it up. The servers are terrible. Ubisoft doing their normal thing.
Of course.
Yeah, fucking terrible. And again, favoring microtransactions like fucking crazy. It's just like Siege.
The thing that like drives me crazy with the microtransactions is like I get that every game is gonna have them now,
Yeah.
and so like I'm kind of just living with that. But I hate that like they do it in Siege and they do it obviously in For Honor now, with like the hiccups or something,
Yeah,
where like you know you unlock like an item like you know a skin like a color for your armor or something. That's only for that specific character, that specific armor. If you want that color for something else, like you probably have to get it.
and I haven't like actually looked into it too much. I've just seen all the like numbers of like how expensive it's like. Oh, do you want like the emote where when you kill someone, darkness spews from your body?
Yeah.
that costs like 40,000 coins, and it's like, well, I started with 2,000.
Doesn't that make you more
coins.
noticeable then?
But if they're dead, then you're just like
You're
a
killing
victory
them. Yeah,
thing.
it's like a super.
But there's more than
victory.
one person on the field, isn't there?
Yeah, but you do it at the end of the match
Oh.
because it shows the people who won.
Oh, I thought
and
you
then
said
you do-
after
you
you
do-
kill someone.
It is. You can also do it like there's a bunch of different ones. So yeah, you can sure it makes you more noticeable, but it's not like you're not noticeable. You're like a giant barbarian on a field of like tiny little
Yeah,
humans.
We're gonna
It's
play
really
that
good.
cooking game right after this.
What
The cooking game.
I don't know what cooking.
The one
game-
that you and I played that wasn't all that great with 2 people because it was too hard. We're gonna play. Thad bought it for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
What, oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
the
did.
cooking game. Okay.
But going back to For Honor,
Yeah.
Coop getting us off track.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm really bad at that game. Like I couldn't get like any of the timing down. I feel
Yeah.
like every time I hit them, it like wasn't much damage. Like I didn't have a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah.
But like watching you or the other guys play, I was like, this is a pretty cool game to watch. I don't know why. Like it's one of the few games I was like enjoying people watch because like you can do really good. I don't know. You can just do really good like combos or like you can bash someone with your
Yeah, yeah.
shield and they like stumble back. Like there's cool things like that, but I just didn't have a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah. Well, I was also having a little bit of trouble. Like I was like, oh, this is all right. It seems like it's kind of a deep thing.
Yeah.
But then I went through the
Story mode.
and it was like, oh, well, I was missing out on, like, I didn't know how to parry. I didn't know, like, if you did a heavy attack, you get to do an execution after that. Like, I just didn't know these things.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, that's why we were sucking at it, because we weren't, like, doing the normal things that you do. And apparently, each character also has combo attacks that, like, that's how you get unblockable attacks. You, like, hit them in a certain combination, and then it's, like, your third move or your fourth move or whatever is unbreakable, and they have to, like, dodge away or get hit for heavy damage.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, I like, that's all I have to say about that is I didn't play a lot of it. I played, like, one of the story missions, and I didn't like that because the AI, like, telegraphed their moves so... It was, like, the first one, so it was, like, super, it was supposed to be super easy. But it was, like, really slow, and I was like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm not having a lot of fun. And then I was like, oh, we unlocked multiplayer. So I went on that, and I'm like, well, these people are too good. Like, I don't know. It's a cool game, but maybe I probably won't buy it for myself.
Yeah.
But it's, like, fun, like, to watch people at work play. It's like, oh, it's cool.
It had a really high, like, ratings. Like, people seem to like it a lot. And, like, I got on, I was like, okay, yeah. If you want to do, like, a multiplayer sword game with a bunch of different classes, like, this seems like a pretty good one. I maybe not pay full price for it. Maybe wait till it goes down a little bit, but I think it's pretty good.
But you did pay full price.
Yeah, but I also didn't know. I'm recommending other people.
Because he's rich.
He is rich.
We have that good Alchemy.
Look around his room.
Yeah.
Lots of things. Yeah, I wanted to play it, and it had good reviews, so I played it. But now after playing it, I was like, if I were to go back and tell myself, you know, through the magic of time travel to, you know, what I thought of it, I'd go, I think it's maybe fine. Wait a little bit. It's not like it's fun
because people at work are enjoying it too.
Yeah.
So
and mainly, I just wanted to play something that wasn't like a shooter.
Yeah. It's hard to play multiplayer games that aren't shooters these days.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, it's a hack and slash. Well, it's not really a hack and slash, but it's kind of a hack and slash sort of game. It's multiplayer online. It's like, oh, okay, that is kind of cool. Like objective based, you go and you do stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, this isn't Overwatch, this isn't Rainbow Six, this isn't, you know, whatever. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to have a change.
It's refreshing to not have, because as fun as multiplayer online shooters are, it's like when you play I don't want to say a real game.
Yeah.
But like when you play a video game that's not that, it's like this is refreshing. Like there's a lot more depth to it. It's like,
and it's also like not a MOBA, so it's like I'm not having to worry about a ton of different stuff. It's pretty much I'm just fighting the guy in front of me or maybe two people.
But it's still even like an online multiplayer game, I guess.
Yeah.
But we played Siege last night for the first time in a long time, which was super fun.
First time in a long time for you. Me and Coop.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For me. Well, our
sounds
whole
like
group
sounds like Addi enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah, I had a lot more fun playing it on PS4 than I did on PC.
Yeah.
People on PC, doesn't matter what weapon they're using.
They're too good.
I just get it every time I see somebody, I get headshotted.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm not used to that yet.
Yeah.
But when we were playing there, it's like I got down and I was like, wait, I'm down. But they didn't kill me. That's crazy. And then someone came and picked me up and I was like, holy fucking hell. Like, they shot my body. I'm back up.
Doesn't
I'm living.
happen on PC.
It never happens. You die instantly.
If you somehow do get downed, they come in and finish the job. They don't. They don't wait.
No. Yeah, they're so precise.
I had a lot of fun last night because it's been a while for me playing that game. And so like I had the season pass for year one, and I hadn't played the latest expansion, which is like the two Japanese people.
Yeah.
Habana and Echo.
Yeah, and Habana was really fun. Like I used her like almost every time we attacked, I was playing as her. And then I tried the Echo out, and he was cool, for sure. But I really liked hers.
Yeah.
Habana is my brother's go-to.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Yeah,
I think really I'm gonna play as her like regularly when we're attacking.
Yeah, like a Thermite Ash or something.
I thought it was.
It's just a better version of Ash.
Yeah,
or
sure.
like a better version of Thermite because you can do it from range. You don't have to be on that wall.
Doesn't blow out the whole wall, but it gives you.
But if you put two, you blow out the wall.
Yeah.
Which is like most of your ammo, but still, super fun. So I had fun with that. New maps are really cool. Yeah. Siege is really funny to me because I love the gameplay and it's super fun. Like playing when we have a full team. The communication, the sound design is so good. Like you can hear like people running upstairs above you, all that good stuff. But then it's like. Going back to like the microtransactions and all the like those little things that Ubisoft does that like really frustrates me.
Like, do you want anything
but
cosmetic?
It's like, man, I don't want to I don't want to support that stuff, but like this game is really fun. So you got me.
Yeah.
You have
Do you
me on
want
this
a
one.
skin for one gun or maybe like a mask for one character? Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
like $5 to $10 just for
Yeah.
that one. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, no. Like, let me at least get some like little shit, and then sure, maybe the big stuff costs $5. But
Yeah.
like, even for somebody who wants to like play that game, and it's like, oh well, I do want to customize all my characters with cool stuff. You're gonna have to spend like another $100 or something.
I try to customize stuff as much as I can without spending real money, and it's very, very slow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
At least when you buy like the essentials, like the attachments as far as like grips and sights, those are really cheap
Yeah.
in-game currency. So you get those just from like you play one match and you can unlock equipment for that gun.
yeah,
But like I said last night, like the thing that frustrates me so much is if I bought like a grip for whatever in-game currency, it's super cheap, and I apply it to a gun, I want to just apply that to every gun that can use that grip.
Yeah, you don't want it to
because
go
I
into
don't
the
want to have
menu.
to like not just so much for like paying all that. Like I wouldn't even care if it just like took all of that like the in-game currency out all at once. I just don't want to go through the menu and go to this character, equip to that gun, go to this character, equip to like
Yeah.
the management like
instead of going to
takes way
character,
too
yeah,
long. I want to just be playing the game, and management should be like, okay, unlock that, equip it to everything, go back into a match.
yeah.
And the worst part about that is you can't buy in match.
Right.
No, yeah.
It's like you might be in match and remember, oh wait, I want to buy this for this gun. Oh, got to
Yeah.
remember to do it next time. So you got to buy it for every character before you go in game.
And
'cause
until
you don't know who you're gonna play.
even until recently, you couldn't change the way your guns were set up either. Like if I had two different scopes, I had to
you
do
couldn't?
that in menu. No, and like on now you can do that on PC. Actually, I don't remember if I saw that on console.
I don't remember. I didn't look for it. I don't know.
Yeah, but like now you can like because that's what I've been doing. I have like weapon skins
on
that I got
PC,
for the
you pick your character and then it takes you to the customization window.
and
Yeah,
then
it
you can
has
put
that.
your does it? Okay,
has
so
that
it did.
second window.
But that wasn't on there originally.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure because I didn't used to be able to equip gun skins and stuff.
Maybe not skins, but you could change your loadout. Where if you wanted like
No, you
because if you wanted to
Yeah,
use a
yeah.
shotgun instead of assault rifle,
No,
you
no,
could
you could
to
change that,
stuff.
but you couldn't say like, "Oh, I don't want to use the ACOG scope this time. I want to use like the
like,
reflex
all the
sight."
attachments
yeah,
and
yeah.
cosmetic
Yeah,
stuff.
now
Okay.
you can do that.
I don't really do. I don't know. I don't look for that because I pretty much use like the same scope for every gun.
Yeah.
So I haven't run into that issue, but
Yeah, but
definitely a nice feature to
depending on a
have.
map, it's like, oh, well,
Dude.
maybe I want to be like far back and snipe this time.
I
when you have the
originally was
ACOG
buying
on.
like all the, not the red dot, whatever the other side is.
that triangle
the
sight,
green triangle.
No, the other one.
reflex sight.
Yeah, reflex. I was buying
Yeah.
reflex for everything
Mhm.
because I just jumped in the game. I had no idea what I was doing. But I was like, oh, I want the reflex scope. Very quickly, I realized nobody uses anything except the ACOG on
Oh,
PC.
yeah. Which is funny because when I logged into the one on console for PS4, they said they're like something came up as a big message. It was like kind of like story-ish, but they're like, we're removing the ACOG from all these little machine guns, and I was like, oh, it must have been a problem then. Like the little machine guns that like Sledge had,
Yeah.
and like they're really good, they're really accurate, and they
Do
used
they
to have
give you
the
the
ACOG.
money back for them? Because I've bought the
Yeah, they
ACOG
did.
for every single gun.
They
now.
they refunded, but that was like a while back. I think we're already past
okay.
that point for our
No,
for
I'm
on
pretty
PC.
sure this Sledge on my game has it.
Oh, does he? Oh, that must be really
Could
recent.
be wrong.
Anyway, and I was like, oh, that makes sense because on PC, everyone uses the ACOG sight. Everyone uses like machine guns, and they all fire like crazy accurate and just headshots constantly. It's infuriating on PC. On console, people actually use shotguns and other weapons besides just the super accurate machine
I feel like
guns.
half the time on PC when I die, somebody has an angle where it was actually impossible for me to see them. where
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like a
at.
sliver through a doorway.
They're
It's
like,
dude.
yeah, it's like 2 pixels wide,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll get you.
Yeah, they just see like a shape move in front and they fire and it's like, oh yep, got a headshot, of course. Yeah, it's actually kind of frustrating on PC.
It worked in my favor last night for the first time. We're in the basement of the house level,
Mhm.
and laying down in front of the entrance to the basement from the staircase, there's 2 file cabinets. And I was laying there waiting for somebody to actually just come in, and I just happened to turn and realize that I could see through the 2 file cabinets, a single pixel basically. And somebody was moving, and I fired, got a kill. I downed them. And then somebody else came to pick them up, killed them, and then stood up
Yeah.
and took out the person that was down.
That's the best is when you down someone not to kill them right away if you know there's like someone else probably nearby and you just hide and then you let someone come to rescue them and you kill them both. That's
Yeah.
such a great feeling.
Well, I used to like feel great when it was like, oh, I'm waiting and listening, and then I hear somebody outside of a wall and just fire through it with a shotgun. But now it seems like you saw the match where I died. I was waiting. I heard somebody coming like around the staircase. They came around. I was ready for them. I was right there. I fired 2 shotgun blasts into their chest. There's not even a wall between us, and they didn't die. and they turned and they got a headshot on me, and I died.
really?
And I was like, this game is fucking bull. You can't use a shotgun.
And the worst part about that was we had a teammate who was looking right at Addi, hit reload right as the guy entered the room. And so the guy killed Addi, turned and killed him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and we lost the match. And then their whole team came around the corner. I was like, I was ready. I was right there at the shotgun. As soon as he came around the corner, I hit him twice. That should have killed him. I shouldn't have to pull the trigger 3 times with a shotgun.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
But it's like, I guess on PC, you got to get headshots. So I should have been using like an ACOG sight and like a machine gun.
Guess so.
Yeah, that game.
That game.
I love
it.
It's still fun. It's still
fun.
really fun, yeah. Especially when you get a full party and you're all talking and everything.
Yeah, last night we had a full party on PS4 and infinitely better.
Yeah, and we did well.
So cool.
We did well.
We did all right, yeah.
It's a fun game.
Yeah.
Really fun. I'm surprised that we're still playing it, kind of.
Took me a long time to finally get into it.
Yeah, I'm also surprised because they announced their year 2 season pass or whatever. And it's like,
That's-
wow, I've never heard of that from a game. A season pass is normally like the whole game.
The year 2 season characters so far, Jackal is bullshit.
Jackal's like too
good.
too much.
Mira will get your team killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Mira, like the first match we played last night, Mira wrecked me. Like I didn't know exactly what I was looking at, and then she just shot me, and I was like, "Wait, hang on a second. I didn't know what that was." And like, because it's only one way. Like she sees out, but you can't see in, right?
But she has to break it. So once she's killed somebody through it, it's just open, and that entire room is just susceptible to that entrance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That's why I hate having her on my team.
And surprisingly, I played Twitch when I played last night on console a bunch because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna
you
kill
played
all the Miras.
her
I'm
all
gonna
the
just keep
time.
playing Twitch, like you do normally
That's
on
what I
PC."
did.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck them up." Almost nobody was Mira on the other team. I was like, "What the fuck is
Because
going
Mira's
on?"
the day after she came out, everybody was like, "Don't pick Mira, please don't."
Well,
pick
I also
Mira.
didn't see a lot of Jackals, so I think on console people must not be buying the year 2 season pass. Like, it
Maybe
must
not.
be
Maybe
pretty-
not yet.
Yeah,
I
or-
hate playing against Jackal because I like to go out. Like I'll set up the defenses and then I'll go roam.
Yeah.
But now with Jackal,
You
it's
can't
like,
go roam because
it's like, oh wait, they
the
can
whole
just see
team's
where I'm
gonna
at.
know
now.
where you are.
yeah. It really, you gotta almost roam in
Which
like pairs, so
Is
that
complete bullshit. Because at least Kavira has to get to somebody.
Yeah.
He just gets to see it.
He just gets to see you.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a bit much.
yeah, you actually have to like make a mistake. Whereas this is just like, oh, you left the safe room. Oh, too bad for you. Yeah, it really, really sucks.
Yeah, I don't like that character.
Yeah, hopefully they'll nerf him a bit.
I hate when my team picks Mira.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when the other team picks Jackal.
Yeah, that game. It's I really like that game, but yeah, there are a lot of frustrating things about it.
Yep.
Well,
It's fun.
yeah, I have tons of fun with it. But I've been playing a new game.
Oh.
Is it Neo? I've been
I
calling
guess
it Neo. I think
Neo?
you on the podcast called it like something else.
Niho?
Hyro?
Neo?
Yeah, you said Niho, which doesn't make sense.
Niho.
because
No, it's
N-I-O-H.
Yeah, O-H.
Oh, is it N-I-O-H?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's H-O would be Niho, I guess, but it's N-I-O-H, so I've been saying Neo.
Neo, yeah, sure.
I
I don't
don't
know. I have no idea.
But
How is
Japanese Dark Souls.
that's what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
It's like
it? Dark Souls is a Japanese game.
But
No,
like-
but
but
it's
you're
set in
ca-
medieval times, whereas
this is
Niho
like you're a
set
samurai.
in
Okay.
feudal Japan.
There are samurais in Dark Souls.
yeah, but this
There's
is
a
like
samurai sword. There's not like samurai armor.
There absolutely is. In
What
Dark
armor
Souls
is
1,
in samurai
Yeah,
armor.
there's
the
armor.
Eastern armor.
yeah.
Eastern armor.
But this is
oh yeah,
I know what
yeah,
Aston's
yeah,
saying.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
this feels more Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Whereas that's like medieval English.
yeah. Well, that's medieval England with a Japanese character, like a Japanese like style
Touch.
of weapons and things. Whereas this is the entire thing is that.
But I bought it last night and then I played it today.
Yeah.
So I haven't played tons. I've only played it for like one day.
But
But it's a 3. So this is my first thought process was when it was in beta. I saw videos of it and I was like, this looks really cool because I don't know. Like there's been so many copies of like Bloodborne and Dark
Attempted
Souls,
copies.
and they're like not good.
no.
And I was like, yeah, these aren't. I don't want to play these, or like that was okay, but it like just wasn't quite there.
How was Battleborn? Is that the one?
Battle. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, keep going. Never mind.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I heard good things about this, and so I looked up videos of it when it was in beta, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Like I think I saw the same boss you were talking about last week on the podcast, and I was like, that looks pretty dope. Like Japanese kind of like Oni demons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and they're like, I'm
instead
all
of-
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's really cool. And then I asked my friend who's also really into FromSoft games, like, hey, have you checked this game out? He's like, yeah, I played the beta. It was like a clunky Dark Souls. It wasn't very good.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But apparently they did like multiple waves of beta, and every time they took a lot of notes from like people, like, you know, which companies should do.
Yeah.
And they really took it to heart, and they really built on the game. And so it came out like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't going to get it because the Switch is coming out so soon, but it's a 3-day weekend this weekend. So I was like, I'm just going to get it and play for the 3 days, at least, if not more. And yeah, that game is really good so far.
Nice.
Compared to Dark Souls, I feel like I'm playing the way I played Bloodborne, where it's faster.
Yeah.
And you don't block in Bloodborne, you know, you just parry with the gun. This you block, but you block with your like sword or whatever weapon you're using at the time.
So no shields.
So you block with that, and you can sidestep. And so like that's how I played Bloodborne, is I would like figure out their movement and then sidestep and then attack them or parry or whatever. So this, I like have my defense up, and then I wait for them to do something, and then I sidestep twice, and then I go in and attack them.
Yeah.
And you can do really cool combos, and it just feels really fast.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of similarities where, I don't know, it's like blatantly ripped off.
Oh yeah.
But I'm having fun that I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, if the gameplay's good, I mean, that's all. I'm surprised nobody has done it yet, because it is like, just do exactly what they did.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. The only thing I've found so far, and maybe it's just because like I have played so much Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I don't want to say it's like easy, but I'm not having a really hard time that like I expected I would, because they were saying it's supposed to be crazy hard.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of advertising the same way like Bloodborne does in Dark Souls. So I think I'm just like, I'm too experienced
You're too good,
in these,
man.
in
You're
these
too
game types
good,
now.
yeah.
Well, because also
Too careful.
In addition to that, like Sean at work, he bought Bloodborne because he recently got PS4, and he's been playing, and I've been talking about it with him. And so I made a new character and played a couple nights ago, and yeah, that game again, I couldn't die. I barely got hit. It's like I know that game so well. So this kind of felt the same. Like I haven't played it, but I know the mechanics so well that it doesn't matter. It's crazy fun. The weapons are really cool. There's like cool abilities. Like you pick a spirit animal, more or less.
Okay.
There's like 3 you can pick from, and you get like an attribute boost from each one's unique. And like you fill up a meter like by attacking and like doing combos or whatever. And when that meter's full, you hit like triangle and circle at the same time or whatever. And then your spirit animal like flies out and then becomes a weapon.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
mine is a wolf, and it gives me more strength, and he becomes like a big fiery axe, and you just decimate everyone in your path.
That sounds cool.
So like there's new things like that like is different than Dark Souls or Bloodborne, which is really fun. Similarities are like they're not souls, but you're same way you kill enemies, you get things, and you use that to level up in currency and stuff. And if you die, there's a gravestone with a sword in it, and you have to go pick it up. And you get it back.
So same thing. Yeah.
So that's very similar. Something that I really like about this, because I didn't know most about the game before playing it. I just saw like the one boss battle. When there's like these glowing like fiery red gravestones that looks like yours. Like yours is gold when you die.
Yeah.
These ones are like kind of dark red, like when you get invaded in Dark Souls, like that shade of red.
Okay.
And I thought they were NPCs. And you go up to one, and it says like, do you want to fight this revenant? And I was like, okay. So I just did it. And I was like, that was really cool. And I thought it was an NPC.
Yeah.
And then the next one I ran into, I like looked at it closer. And I'm like, oh, that one's got a weird name, whatever. And I fought it and did it. And then I went up to a part, and I've only died once in the game. And I died at this point, like up a hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, whatever. Ran back up, got my souls.
Yeah.
You know. And there were tons of like sword gravestones that were red there. And I'm like, why are there so many here? And I walked up to one and like read it a little closer. It's people, like real people. And
Okay, so it's putting them there.
it's like the spirits in Dark Souls when they die there. And it's really cool because it says their name. It says all the gear they have, what spirit animal they're using, what level they are, what time they died, like the date and time they
so
died.
it actually is like a...
And it says how they died.
Oh, that's
And I'm like, this is really cool. And then it's like, because you get to see their level and all their information.
So you're not actually fighting them. You're
choose.
fighting like a computer-controlled version of them.
Yeah, it has all their stats,
That's
but it's
cool.
not them directly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there is any more interaction than that between other worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
I think you can summon people in, Justin had mentioned. I don't know if that's true.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I thought that was a pretty cool mechanic that I can fight like an NPC version of somebody else's because they don't have to be online, and I can be like, oh, I'm just gonna fight this person
Yeah,
who died right here, and I thought that was really cool. And
Well, if they died, they're clearly lesser than you.
well, I died in the same spot.
Oh yeah.
So there's like things that are ripped straight from FromSoft,
Yeah, and then some.
but because it's so
additions,
fun, I
yeah.
don't mind that. It's like I'm not like, oh, you guys just ripped them off, and not
Well,
mad about that.
FromSoft supposedly isn't making any for a while, so
Yeah.
That's the other thing is like, there's still rumors about Bloodborne 2.
hopefully that happens.
I know last week you guys were talking about it, and Aston, you said like they were done with Souls games, and that's true, but they did mention in an interview not too long ago at some gaming convention that they're working on a new IP, which everyone already knew about.
Yeah.
And then they also like teased, they said that they're working on another game that will look familiar to a lot of people, or will be familiar to a lot of people, and everyone's thinking Bloodborne 2 because everyone's accepted that they're taking a break from Souls games, but
yeah.
Bloodborne isn't a Souls game. It is, but it's not. So maybe
Unless
they'll make
they're
a sequel
talking
to
about
that.
something completely new, like they tend to do, where it's like Demon Souls to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, this is, or even Dark Souls to Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this
Is
is
Demon Souls not considered a Dark Souls game?
this is called Dark Blood or something like.
Dark Blood.
Well, I think they're-
yeah, but that's what they do basically.
I
It's just
really
like,
hope it's a new Bloodborne because I've said so many times,
it's your favorite game.
favorite game. I cannot stress how good that game is.
Yeah.
And so Neo, whatever, is really good.
Yeah, it scratches that itch.
Yeah, it totally does
Yeah.
because I've played through so much of Bloodborne multiple times, and like Dark Souls 3 was cool. I did the DLC a little bit ago when it came out. It's like, okay, I kind of want something new. And this is cool because it rips off so much of Dark Souls, but then it adds these cool like spirit animal things.
Yeah, stuff on top of it.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds cool.
And I got it, came out this week or whatever. I don't know if it is anyone who buys the game or maybe because I bought it within the first time. I didn't buy a special edition or anything, just the base
go
game.
through.
And when I went to like this area like to level up and stuff, you go to a shrine to do it. There was like a window that was like download the DLC content or whatever, like whatever, accept your DLC content. I'm like, oh, I didn't get any, but then it had like a number, like I have some. So like, oh, okay. So I just accepted it, and I got like a full set of really cool red samurai armor.
Oh, okay,
So
that's cool.
if anyone's interested,
Get it
you
now.
are interested in getting like some cool armor right off the bat.
Yeah.
I guess maybe buy it sooner than later.
Except if you're good, you won't need it. So probably just don't.
Right.
Even
I mean, I don't even
download
get
it.
touched,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
So you never even.
Yeah,
need
you
it.
Well,
don't
that's
even need
another
that
thing.
armor.
That's another thing that's really cool about this is the fighting mechanic. It is fast, and you can do different stances, kind of like in For Honor. Like,
Okay.
you have like a high stance where you're holding your sword up high or middle or really low, like almost dragging, and then you swipe up. So there's like different fighting styles you
Okay.
can
So
do.
yeah, different moves when you're trying to do it.
Yeah, and so you can do that, and then also like as you're doing combos, like little blue like kind of like light orbs will come around you, and if you do a cool combo and then you hit like R1 at the right time, you absorb all of them, and your stamina will refill, so you can continually like combo. Because in Bloodborne or Dark Souls, you're out of stamina, you have to take a step back.
Yeah.
This allows you to like constantly be aggressive.
Yeah, whereas
which is really fun.
if you like break their guard and they like get stunned or something, then you can like absorb real quick
Yeah.
and like take advantage of it a lot. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
And there was really cool. I was using an axe at one point, which is good for breaking people's defenses because people are also blocking the same way you are. And I did like a little combo, and like the last one I did, I guess I just hit them hard enough that they like took a step back, and in addition to showing their health bar above their head, it shows their stamina, and it was
okay.
like red and blinking,
Yeah.
and they like kind of just had their weapon down. I'm like, oh, cool. So I went and did a strong attack and like decimated them. And it's really
That's
it's
kinda nice,
a feel good game. It doesn't feel clunky. Maybe it did in the beta. It
Yeah.
doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
Super fun game. I definitely
wanna,
recommend it.
Yeah, I want to check it out. But it's
I was playing
yeah.
before I came over, and I was like not bummed, but I was like, "You guys want to do podcast tonight?" I'm like, kind of want to keep playing Neo because I'm having a lot of fun with this game.
Yeah. I haven't picked it up yet just because like I haven't been on my PlayStation in a while. If it was on PC, I probably would have bought it immediately.
That's
but
the other
yeah,
thing to
it's
mention on the
only on
podcast. It is a
PlayStation.
PlayStation exclusive.
It kind of
Well,
sucks.
thanks for joining us, Dad.
Yeah.
We know that was hard for you.
Yeah.
yourself away.
Pulling away from the Japanese Dark Souls.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it stays really good.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a big difference between Dark Souls and this is like, there's cutscenes with dialogue where they're telling
Okay, so
you
they're
a little
doing like
more
a story. Yeah. Well, just Team Ninja, so they're
yeah.
gonna try to do a little
Yeah, it's
Team Ninja?
Team Ninja. You know, the Dead or Alive people.
Oh, they made Neo?
Yeah, they
Gaiden?
made
Okay.
Neo. Ninja Gaiden. Yeah.
Oh.
you guys talked about this last week.
I
Yeah,
thought you meant Dead Rising. You said Dead or Alive, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I think
Capcom.
I
I don't
did.
play any of their. I've never played any of their games.
Really? You've never played a Dead or Alive?
I hated those games.
But the physics.
There's an engine just for boobs.
Yeah, and
The
volleyballs.
boobs.
The boobs.
You got to play the beach volleyball one.
No,
No, I've never played those games.
I played Ninja Gaiden
Yeah.
2.
I played Ninja Gaiden 2,
And it
and
was
like
so bad.
I thought it was okay at first. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun,
It's
whatever.
not my type of game.
And then it got like really ridiculous and like over the like just weird things were happening. I'm like, I'm not really following whatever story they're creating. And then I at one point just stopped having fun. I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
It kind of seemed like a Devil May Cry kind of game where you want to do like combos. Was it not? I thought it was like a
It
combo
was
game.
not nearly that well put together.
Well, no, but it was trying to be a combo game, right?
Like none of the enemies responded to damage. They all just tanked it. So
Oh.
you pretty much you could attack them,
And then they'll just hit you.
but
and
then they could
you.
stun lock you.
Yeah.
So it was not good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, this game is good.
Yeah.
Neo.
It's always
Team
room for
Ninja,
Yeah.
improvement.
They're doing
Yeah,
good
also
stuff
like
here.
Team Ninja, I've never seen them make anything outside of like I don't
Yeah.
know what other titles they have besides like Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden.
I actually didn't think like, when it was in beta and stuff like that. I thought like just some random little company was trying to make a game,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it's really cool. And then I heard it was like Team Ninja and stuff. I'm like, oh, well, that's like an established company, and
Yeah.
so that we'll see how that is. And man, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're still making like Dead or Alive. Like I haven't seen a new one of
seen
those
Dead
in
or
a
Alive in a
while.
long
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I'm not going out to look for those.
Yeah.
But where's the volleyball?
Where's the boob physics?
Volleyball physics.
Volley boob physics.
So that's all I've been.
Yeah.
That's the only new game stuff. I feel like I talked a really
Yeah,
long
I've been
time
playing
about Neo,
Siege.
kind
Yeah, it
of.
was
but
good.
No, it was really good.
I just wanted to sell
I
people
wanted
on
to
it.
know, yeah.
Well, another thing is I actually went to. Was it last weekend? It was like the first weekend we had off.
Mm-hmm.
In a long time.
That's why we podcast.
And I actually went to a GameStop because I was out and about already.
Oot and
And I
boot.
was like, yeah, maybe I'll just go pick up Neo. Like, I'm just gonna get. Like, I don't have time to play it right now, but I'm just gonna get it. And I went to the GameStop, and the lady was like, "Oh no, we're sold out. Like, we didn't get a lot of pre-orders, and so they only sent how much like people pre-ordered, and then like 1 or 2 extras."
Yeah.
And she said that we sold out like day one, and a lot of other GameStops I guess did
It's
the
been
same thing.
getting-
So
yeah.
I just bought it digitally. Like
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll just get it.
Yeah, when I like looked it up, it was like, hurry and get your copy if you can because
Yeah.
they're sold out everywhere. Because like, yeah, I think it's gonna be like a sleeper hit because they like
yeah.
nobody really knew what it was gonna be. Nobody was
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be like Dark Souls, but probably not good.
No, it's a good like. I don't want to say rip off. I keep saying that, but it is kind of. It's really well done though.
I'm okay with a ripoff of Dark Souls.
Yeah, as long as it's
done well.
fun, because like you said, it's like it's scratching that itch for
Yeah,
you.
and there's only one company making that type of game,
yeah.
and it's FromSoft. So like, if another
Well, the
company wants to
only
step
ones
in,
making that type of game successfully.
yeah, there you go.
So if someone else can do it as like, good as well, like,
Yeah.
it's not better than Dark Souls, but it's still really
Competition's
good.
good.
Whoa.
Well,
It's not better.
well, like
I said it's not as good.
I know,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
what
So
I
I was
mean.
like,
you would
well, we
argue
want to
with
be
me.
clear to everybody. It's not better.
It's not better than Dark Souls. It's not better than Bloodborne, but it is really, really fun so far.
It might be better.
no,
I don't think so.
I don't believe it.
I've
Dark
played
Souls
it,
is
I
a
don't
perfect
know.
game.
There's cool mechanics. There's just cool things added that are like, yeah, it's fun.
Oh, well,
So that's all I gotta say about that.
sounds very cool. I haven't played anything else really.
Well, we're gonna play some stuff
Yeah, maybe.
before our next podcast, which may be tomorrow.
What?
I mean, 7 days from now.
Yeah, we may be
When you're
recording some
hearing this.
advance since you're going to be out and about traveling
Boot in the
around
boot.
I'm gonna be visiting the motherland
with the motherland.
of video games,
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
Japan. Yeah,
Japan land.
I
I'm
was
like-
like Saipan.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan so bad.
I wish I was actually going to Japan.
Why don't you pick up a copy of a Japanese game while you're there?
I'll see if they have
You
a
should
vending
get-
machine for Japanese games.
I
in the
guarantee
airport.
they
You
will.
gotta- You have to get something in the airport.
I will.
For sure.
Yeah, buy something from a vending machine.
Buy me
Hopefully, they
something.
have some little pancakes or something.
Yeah, buy some pancakes from a vending machine. Buy a coffee. I've heard that those machines are cool.
Sure.
Like spit out a cup and like pour
I
it
don't
into
know.
it and everything.
Okay, they gave me whenever you're traveling, they give you cash for every day
Per diem.
per diem. Can I spend that in
Yes.
Tokyo?
Sure,
Yeah.
Why
you can
not?
Do whatever you want with it.
Do I have to go get it exchanged?
I don't know.
it's your
in
money.
the airport, maybe not.
You get
I
your
don't know.
per diem. You
I
can
don't
do whatever
know,
you
man.
want with it.
The only place I've been out of the country is Canada,
Because like I'm
which
going
is just
to
a better America. So I don't know, like,
I'm going to Saipan, which is an American territory, so they'd use U.S. dollars there. I think.
I think you'll be fine in an airport.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
they're gonna have it's an international airport. They're gonna have people.
I mean,
with
it's going to be
different currencies
expensive because
all the
it's an
time.
airport, but yeah.
Yeah.
Get something, man.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Get a little something.
Get a little snack,
Treat
a little
yourself.
sushi.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do something.
A little
You're gonna have to
gift.
eat anyway, so you're gonna have to get
If
some money
if I'm able to
exchanged.
sleep on the airplane, I'm not gonna, because like the other people I'm flying with are gonna leave the airport and go to this little capsule hotel they have right outside the airport for a few
I wouldn't
hours.
do that. If you're only there for a few hours, I'd be scared to like.
If I'm super
Something bad
tired,
would
I
happen.
might do it. But if I'm able to sleep on the airplane at all, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah. I would just be scared of
I'm
like
gonna go get
missing
some
the flight or
sushi.
something crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, should I? I don't know. Sushi might be
Get some
dangerous.
sushi. Play
Why?
the
Not in Japan.
no, not in Japan.
No, I'm saying like my
Fresh from
stomach
the
is just
sea.
not used to the,
Quality.
The high
food
quality
there?
sushi.
because there's different bacterias everywhere.
Fair play.
It's not that it's dangerous. It's just my stomach is not acclimated to it.
Well, here's the thing: if you get
Acclimated?
sick in Saipan,
Acclimated.
then they're just paying for you to sit in your hotel room and be sick, and you don't even have to do any work.
No, you don't want to be sick in a foreign country.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I don't know if you're worried about it. don't
Yeah, I'll
do it.
probably get some sushi. Fuck it.
Get some you'll be fine.
I
You'll be
just feel like-
fine.
Get some sake.
I just-
Yeah,
oh, definitely. Yeah.
Sushi, sake. Get one of those little gashapon machines.
You're only there for
Sushi,
5 hours.
sake.
You gotta do everything you can.
Yeah.
Like 5 hours in an airport in Japan.
Yeah,
Go.
knock it
I'll
out.
record the whole thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh wow, a good Alchemy. Like
I can't record the whole thing because
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
my phone will be dead when I
Yeah.
get
We'll
there.
do some of it. Buy a little camera.
Let's pull up. Yeah, I mean I'm
Yeah.
traveling with cameras. I'm
buy one
just
from a
pulling
vending
out.
machine. Then take a picture of the vending machine. Say, this is where I got this camera.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah,
Right. About to buy this
It's a long one,
camera.
right?
yeah. That's been a long one. Been a bit of a long one.
That's all right. It's a good one.
Talked about a lot of stuff.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful evening.
I've been Cooper.
I've always been fat.
I'm still Addi, I guess.
Bye.
Later.
Boom, 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 boom. What? That was the smooth jazz we put at the end.
smooth jazz?